Okay, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this Saturday evening live session. And today, a lot of people were actually asking for this kind of a program was had not been taken for a very long time. So we have decided, to because we just had Black Belt Hackathon, and every Saturday and Monday we have the live session on Lean Six Sigma. So today we are going to cover a very different topic, which is very important, by the way. Okay, the people who are upgrading themselves for Master Black Belt or for the consultant program. Okay, this session is going to be very, 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 very important because after some time, after as you go up in the ladder of corporate or you become a businessman, then your every minute counts, right? So your time becomes very precious. And how do we utilize that? Are we basically making the most out of it? This is what we are going to discuss. So let's begin our journey today. We are going to decode some of the time management and personal productivity principles, which I generally follow as well. I've been taking these classes for the corporates as well as for the for the businessman community as well as a coach. So let me just decode this entire thing in front of you. So let me share my screen, and let's take the notes. I'll share this presentation with you as well. Super. So from busy to effective, the science of personal productivity. That is the name I have given to this topic today. From busy to effective. Now let me ask you one question. How many of you are aware of this word called procrastination? Just type me in the chat box. Procrastination. How many of you are aware of this word? Yes. If you're aware of this, just type me in the chat box. Procrastination. Because some of you might not be aware of it as well. Just type me. Okay, so only a couple of people know this. Rest are not aware of procrastination. So procrastination is something like, for example, very good. Yes, Sunilji has put it very nicely. Kal karenge, right? I will do it tomorrow. When tomorrow comes, yes, delaying the task. Absolutely. So what happens here is, let's decode this. And if we keep on procrastinating certain things, there is a huge loss associated with it. Okay. Let me just quickly do one thing. So when we basically, just a second, when we basically procrastinate on something very important, then the accrued losses of not taking action is very, very huge. Let's decode this a little and let's go inside of procrastination. What are the real causes? We'll do some viva analysis today of procrastination, and everybody's causes would be different. Okay, but I've come across with some common causes. Of course, you can do your own research as well, but then we will think about some remedies on that procrastination, as well as managing your time properly, increasing your productivity multifold. These are few areas we are going to touch upon, because as you go up in the ladder, you have a team, below you. Now, if the boss himself or herself is procrastinating, then your team will be replica of your own performances. Okay, if you want your team to be 10x productive, then you have to be 100x productive. Okay, then only you can expect. If you are coming late to office, you cannot expect your team to be punctual, right? Same goes with procrastination. So the best way of improving your team's performance is improving your own performance. So this is very important, huh? A simple sentence, but very powerful. The best way of improving your team's performance is by improving your own performance. Now, Same goes with as a parent and the children, right? Your children spend a lot of time on Facebook, Instagram, mobile phones, etc. They don't read any books or they don't do exercises because parents are also, doing the same thing. So they are just replica. Similarly, your team members in your office, in your factory, in your company, in your organization are there. They are your replica. Whatever you are doing, they will be basically observing it very closely. And very high performer boss, very demanding boss will have very high performer team under that person. Very high probability. Okay. Let's decode this procrastination and high performance and time management and all the aspects. Let's decode this hidden cost of procrastination. So how many of you have delayed something important this week, even though you know it mattered? Can you give me one example? This week or last 10 days or a month, something which was very important. Can you just share with us? And I will share a story with you as well. And what was the cost? You have to tell me. I'll share a story with you. Yeah, type in the chat box. Meeting, okay? Yeah, you can be a little specific. We don't procrastinate because we are lazy. We procrastinate because we fear discomfort or failure. Anyways, we'll go back. So what did you procrastinate this week? Approval process of the document you procrastinated. Very good. And we'll deep dive into, we'll do the why analysis. Why did we do that? Okay, and then we will see a pattern. We will see some root causes which are common, and we will attack on the root causes. Approval process, okay, pre-production meeting, okay, so you procrastinated that meeting. Maybe you were planning to have those meetings started, but you were procrastinating that. So can we just go a little deeper and ask you the question, why did we do that? Let's go to now in Six Sigma, we have learned why analysis, correct? In analyze phase, cause and effect, why analysis we have seen, right? So procrastination is something, this is what I have done. Let's go to why did I procrastinate? See what comes out. Can you just share as well so that we will deep dive into that? Let's make it practical and to the point. Everybody, if everybody can participate into this, that will be great, because procrastination is not only your problem or my problem, it is everybody's problem. So let's work on that and identify the hidden cost associated with it. There are some emotional cost associated with it as well. I will share a story once you share your causes. Why did you procrastinate? If somebody can share that. Yeah, if you want to unmute and speak as well, that also is possible. If you want to unmute, okay, वो भी आप कर सकते हैं. Yeah, Yogesh ji, you want to unmute and speak? Please go ahead and do that. Or if you can type, that will also be great. Approval process of document. Yeah, don't. जो भी आपने लिखा है, let it be. Keep on typing. Somebody else will do the task. Avoid the task. Very good. So you believe that somebody else will do the task. मुझे करने की क्या जरूरत है? Negligence, very important. Yeah. So these are primary level causes. Okay. If you go deep down, you will find the real reasons. I would encourage you to go even further deeper. Why do we procrastinate? Okay. I have a slide on that. Yeah. Laziness. Very good. Very good. Laziness. Then why laziness also is very, very important question. Don't stop at laziness. Don't stop at negligence. I want you guys to go deeper into that. Work with safe zone. That's a good point. So you don't want to become uncomfortable. Lack of interest. That's amazing. Shall I ask you a question? How many of you are doing a job which you don't like? Just type me in the chat box. Just type me in the chat box. How many of you are doing the job which you don't like? Very hard question, isn't it? Hard hitting question. Look at this. Almost everybody is typing me. Almost everybody is typing me. Look at this. Look at this. Such a speechless situation, isn't it? So you are not alone. Understand this. Everybody on the same boat here. no job satisfaction. We are just, our bodies are going to the office and our souls are not. That is what is coming out of this discussion, isn't it? Right? So, see, it is so deeper. Understand this. Our procrastination is the tip of the iceberg. This is the tip of the iceberg. But what beneath are all these, lack of motivation, lack of interest. You don't want to go to office itself. कहाँ से आएगा motivation? कहाँ से आएगा focus? Are you understanding this? So these are the real reasons I want you to address, and they are not addressed, and we are only focusing on the surface level challenges. Understand this? Okay. Today I'm going to speak about focus as well, which will go deeper. Okay. Chalo, that's very good. See, understanding this, and you guys have started taking some action. You guys have started taking, started learning Lean Six Sigma. Started, maybe some of you have started going for some interview rounds. Some of you have upgraded for the business launch program. You want to start your own consulting business, whatever. You're taking some action on that. That's a good thing. Okay. Now, see the last line here. We don't procrastinate because we are lazy. Lot of people, somebody written, right? Laziness. We procrastinate because we fear of failure or discomfort. We delayed the task. Okay, we delay the task. The reason being, we don't want to become that jittery feeling sometimes. Okay. Of course, there are some other reasons as well. Let's decode that. Let's define procrastination. So procrastination is, yes, for salary, for financial things, EMI manage करने के लिए हमारी bodies रोज सुबह उठती है, bodies go to office, bodies come back, and there is no soul inside. Anyways, coming back to define procrastination. The act of delaying something important in favor of something more comfortable. Understand this? Act of delaying something important, urgent, super important, critical for your career in favor of something more comfortable is called procrastination. Now, see, we don't do that task because it feels uncomfortable to do. You want to call your, a client, that client might be a little nagging client. So you don't want to become uncomfortable during that call. So you delay it. Right? You never pick up a call and just give a ring and face that. So for that small amount of, now understand, this is very, very important. For that small amount of comfort, which is kind of a gratification, initial comfort gratification, which is not real. Besides, behind that conscious thought, there is an unconscious stress getting built. How many of you agree on this? Let's say if you keep on delaying the important task, even though initially you feel like, okay, I'm not becoming uncomfortable, but that always plays in the background of your mind, isn't it? Which actually creates a stress. How many of you agree with me? Yes. Mr. Ramakrishna Raju agreed. Who else agreed? Meaning you are not comfortable till the time that ugly task is completed. Yes or no? Are you understanding? Yeah. Let's say for example, you and your spouse, let's say, registered for a gym. Okay. And then you don't want to wake up early and go to the gym, etc. And then your spouse also gives up, and you delay. Now ultimately that keeps on building a kind of a guilt. अरे मैंने admission तो ले लिया लेकिन I'm not going there. So that guilt also is a feeling which keeps on running behind your mind ultimately. Okay. Now let's decode this further. Why we procrastinate? The first is instant gratification monkey. Now let me share a story with you. Okay. Yeah. Before going into that, I was with this hidden cost of procrastination. My grandmother. Okay. When I I entered into consulting field, okay, in 2000, 2000, decade 2000, the end of 2000, just between 2008, 2009, etc. Okay. So I used to keep on traveling a lot. I used to, fly to one city after another city. So I used to spend more time in the flights. So one day I told my granny that I will take you to, because those people those days never saw the airport and aeroplane, etc. So I just told her that I will take you to, Delhi, or at least you will have that experience of flying. And she was very happy. Yes, my grandson is taking. And I kept on delaying. And I still remember I had been to Orissa, a very remote part of Orissa, in a mine. And on that day in the afternoon, I received a call that my granny is no more. Now understand this. What is the hidden cost of procrastination? That guilt is still there inside me. That why didn't I act on that commitment? It still haunts me sometimes. Of course, it was not her, what you can say, dream. I was just pushing that, but she was very happy. And if I would have completed that, she would be happiest grandmother in the world at that moment in time. But I kept on delaying. I kept on delaying. See the emotional loss at that point in time that even cannot be compared. Similarly, we have some losses, career losses, because we don't act on time. We don't go to the meeting. We don't go to the interview. So, the job is lost. The interview is delayed. The opportunity is lost. There are so many things which we don't take action and we lose. So there is emotional loss, physical loss, monetary loss, our self-worth loss, right? Confidence, we lose our confidence as well. So a lot of things, deteriorate the moment we start procrastinating. Coming back to the causes of procrastinating, instant gratification monkey. Now, this is, yes, exactly, morality loss as well. Now, coming back to this point of instant gratification. Now, what is gratification? Instant gratification meaning जो immediate हमें happiness मिलता है, immediate, instant. This current world is instant. Every nowadays we want everything instantly. Instant Maggie noodle. Yes or no? So this instant gratification monkey, our brain seeks easy pleasures. Now, waking up every day early morning, go to the gym, go for running is not gratification, right? So boring. Reading every day something, correct? So that does not give us that sense of gratification. That dopamine hit is not, we are not getting that. Now understand this. There was a study which was conducted in one of the university in US. There were small children who were basically, they were kept in the room alone, okay, and a CCTV camera was put in front of them, and there was a few chocolates were kept in the jar, okay, and they were told that till the time the instructor comes back, you should not touch the chocolate. Understand this? Okay? It's a real study, and these universities study for a very long time. They don't study for half an hour, 20 minutes, etc. They study for the entire lifetime. Okay. Now what happened? Those children, now they were monitoring. Okay. Few children, they could hold their what you can say, that nudge, okay, for maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Some of them held it for half an hour. Some of them completed the task. They did not touch the chocolate. Okay. It was so tempting for the children. They were hardly, 7, 8, 10 years old children. So chocolate was their, weak point. But still they did not touch that. Now, when they studied the graph of the career of those children, the children who held their nerves, held their, those nudges, okay, they went on to become a very successful business people or very high in the top management role of corporations. And the children who could not hold those nudges, and and they fail for this instant gratification, they they remained average in their career progression. See, so deep understanding we have. So for instant gratification, that means, for example, we see that Instagram reel, we see that YouTube shorts, and because of which we get those quick dopamine hit. Dopamine is a happiness hormone which gets secreted when we see such kind of something new, something exciting. But now, then after some time, what happens? Our brain, our body gets used to that, those continuous hits, just like injections. Okay, now the moment we stop using those tasks, okay, our dopamine requirement reduces drastically. Okay, I'll speak about it later. But instant gratification is one of the very important reason we want instant gratification. Whichever activity has instant gratification, we'll do it. Otherwise, we'll not. We never go to gym, we never go to yoga or running or walking, etc., because it does not give you instant gratification. It does not give you the chocolate, right? Then fear of failure and fear of perfectionism. Perfectionism meaning, till the time I make a perfect, I will not present it. That's called perfect presentation. Perfectionism. How many of you are perfectionists? Just give me in the chat box. How many of you are perfectionist? It's got to be perfect, or no, I will never do it. How many of you like that? Very good. I was one of them. Okay. I will make a perfect camera, DSLR camera. I will make a perfect mic. And then, I will wear a perfect suit. And every what you can say sentence I will make will be completely what you can say written and scripted, edited, everything. Then I met my mentor Siddharth Rashekar. Now somebody in the room would have heard about Siddharth Rashekar. Now, Siddharth Rashekar is the person who helped me during COVID time, bringing my offline training consulting business to online. Before that, and he told me to record the courses videos immediately, and I was giving all kinds of excuses. I don't have the DSLR camera, I don't have anybody to edit my videos, I have to make the script. That time even ChatGPT also was not there. Okay, yes. So then he gave me a task. Dinesh, you have to complete your first module of your recording, and I want to see it tomorrow. Nothing doing. Whatever you have a camera, you have a mobile phone, record on mobile phone. You don't have any mic, it's absolutely right, but record that. And you know what? Our green belt recording, some part of the green belt recording, I recorded like that. And after I did that, I understood that it was not required, because I was delaying, I was delaying for so many months. I will do it today, I will do it tomorrow, I will do it. He made me sit for one day, and I completed majority of the recording on that day. Almost 15-16 hours I recorded. I was tired, I was frustrated, I was completely exhausted, but I did that. Then I realized the people, I was actually making my students, okay, delaying their success because I was holding myself back, isn't it? Somebody could have completed their green belt certification much before, because I was delaying, their certification got delayed. And that was a bulb-on moment for me. So it was not for me. Perfectionism was for me, but for my student, it was that knowledge which was important. They were not they were not keen on what is the font used and what is the color, background color, and how is the logo looking. Students were not looking at that. Students were hungry for the knowledge, the wisdom, which I had, but because of my so-called perfectionism, I was delaying that. And the moment it's got scattered, nowadays I can instantly launch the courses and businesses, ideas, etc. Okay, so he always gave us a mantra that first shoot and then aim. Maybe you can write this down. First shoot and then aim later. And then you can improve later on. Then technology will improve, and continuous improvement has to happen. So this is very, very important. Don't think just shoot and then you can later on improve. Yes, so perfectionism is one of the reason. Then decision fatigue, too many choices. If you have too many choices, then you will become frozen and you will not take any action. Lack of clarity. When the goals are vague, action is delayed. Understand this. If you're not clear, why do you want to do it? Okay, so you don't have a time problem, you have a clarity problem. Write this down. Very, very important. The people who are struggling with the time management, that I'm not able to complete my task on time, I'm not completing my projects on time, I'm not going ahead in my career. It's not the time problem. You are not lazy, you are not clear about it. Now, what do you mean by clear? Let's understand this. The moment when I say clear is your why. I'll give you example of this. I'll give you example. Let's say, how many of you, let me ask you a question. How many of you would like to start your own business? Type me in the chat box. Any business. Some of you are already upgraded for training consulting business. That's fantastic. Just type me in the chat box. Okay. Now, let me ask you a question. Write in one sentence. Why? Write in one sentence why. And more deeper your why, more clearer are you. More emotional your why, more clearer are you. I'm giving you very important insight. And I'm going to share my own story as well beside this. Why I did start this SNG consulting. Why I entered into, I was also doing a job, 9 to 6 job. I was very happily paid, very, very handsomely paid. Self-dependent, okay. Go a little deeper. Go a little deeper. I want you guys to go a little deeper into this, because that will give you that power. Yeah. Can we ask the question why again? Why you want to settle on your own? Why you want to become independent? Just go a little. Again, ask the question why you want to retire early. Why? What is the root? Go to the root. Go to the root. Be a little clear. What is the definition of better lifestyle? Be clear. Bring that clarity. Is my current lifestyle not good, not better? What else is missing? Write this down. Go deeper. And do this exercise, guys. Everybody do this exercise. If not business, this is not only for the business. If you want to change your job, why? Write down the causes, root causes. The moment you get that clarity, that will give you that power. Work-life balance, okay. But are you clear that if you start your own business, that work-life balance will be there? To lead healthy lifestyle and stress-free, are you sure that if you start your own business, you will be stress-free? And healthy lifestyle in this current job or current situation, can you start your healthy lifestyle, or can you adopt healthy lifestyle? No time for family. Very good. That's a very, very important point. Family time. To be with family. Very important. I can say in one word that like food plan for an example. Food plan. Okay, ये समझ में नहीं आया मुझे लेकिन फिर भी maybe you can just explain it for everybody. Like food plan for an example. Okay, let me tell you a story. Till the time you guys are writing this. See, I stay in Mumbai. Okay. And I come from a Maharashtrian family. All right. Now, over the period of time, what has happened is lot of Mumbai people, lot of Maharashtrian peoples have migrated out of Mumbai over the last 6 decades. So I kept on asking the question, why? Because what has happened is over the period of time, Mumbai has become so expensive. There, the property rates have become expensive, the lifestyle has become expensive. So not everybody can afford it. That's why people migrated toward northern side of Mumbai. Okay, so Mumbai started expanding northwards. All right. So I asked the question, one question to my when I was young, I asked the question to my parents, why Maharashtrian people, Marathi people are leaving Mumbai in high numbers. Because then I understood after asking to my parents, my relatives, my friends, and other people, that because they are not able to afford it. Why? Because the majority of the chunk are doing the jobs. Okay. So Maharashtrian people are not very well known for the business, what I can say, background. So the immediate upbringing is, you get educated and you start doing your job. So starting the business was something very important for me. So I decided in my young days that I will not do the job, even though I did that for 10 years or 15 years of my career. But there was a clear why, that I will do a business, set up my business and become financial free. Okay. And I will make good enough money to stay in Mumbai, and I will never leave Mumbai. And then there was another why, that going ahead, my next generation also will follow the trades. And that was a very strong why. Understand this? Now imagine if I say to my next generation that no, you never have to do the job, and I myself am doing the job. That would be a big contradiction, isn't it? Whatever I'm preaching, I'm not following. So the first very big why that I cannot leave now is the business. See, understand this. This clarity and this strong why has given me that power, that so whatever tough situation comes in the business there are a lot of ups and downs. COVID was a big hit. Okay. So because of the strong foundation, a strong why, you can survive. Otherwise, you will collapse. So the clarity of why is very important. That's what I believe is the main purpose of this. Okay. Are you clear with this point which I'm driving here? Just give me yes in the chat box. Can you? So your why could be different. So think about that why and associate your why with emotion. Now, I've told you two of my stories. Both have got an emotional association. How many of you have understood that? My grandmother's story had an emotional association. My why story of children's story, the next generation business story, has an emotional association. Are you understanding? If your why has an emotional attachment, that gives you power, right? That will set you to in motion, because emotion is what your emotion will set you in motion. You will take action if you are emotionally charged. Okay. Now let's find out some of the actions you can take immediately. Okay. To overcome these procrastinations, overcome these low productivity time cycles. Okay. The first one is thinking day. Every month, I set one day which is completely, don't do anything. That is my thinking day. What we do in that, meaning what I and my students, other fellow business people, we create a tight bubble of focus. What is tight bubble of focus? We silence notification of mobile phone, remove distraction, and use the focus apps. Now there are a few focus apps I'll give you. Now, when it comes to silence notification and distraction, etc., let's talk about a little bit of distraction. How many of you struggle for focus? Just type me in the chat box. Whenever you sit for a task, you always tend to distract a lot. Just type me in the chat box if you are one of them. Very good. So distraction always comes. Maybe there will be some notification. There'll be somebody outside. Okay. Or somebody will call you. Phone will ring. Or there'll be something noisy which will happen. So there will always be distraction around you. But these are external distractions. According to author Nir Eyal, there is I'll give his book's name as well. Uh, the biggest distraction, you will be surprised to know, the biggest distractions are not outsides, they come from within. Write this down. This is very, very important. Biggest distractions are not from outside, they come from within. Okay. Now, what does that mean? It means, for example, let's take example. I sit for, yes, so it's a subconscious disturbances, subconscious thoughts which keep on popping up again and again. Okay. Now, let me explain. Let's say I am sitting for, let's say, recording a course. Okay. And I need complete 3 hours focus and attention. But because of, I have got other issues, let's say EMI is due. Okay. My mother's health is not well. All right. My child's admission is still remaining. Don't know about her career or his career. And then, okay, my neighbor is giving a trouble on my parking slot. There's so many things around, you know. Now, what we use a technique called emptying technique. Now we'll do this 2-minute exercise. Everybody take your pen and any paper right now. Just do this. Okay. And look, just do one thing. Right now, whatever thoughts come in your mind, which are there throughout the day, let's say, write down in one word. For example, if you are worried about your next EMI, just write EMI. If you are worried about, let's say, your parents' health, or let's say your father's or mother's health, let's say you just write father, that's it. If there is something about, health related problem, you have some health related problem, maybe your headache is not getting cured, just write headache, right? Can you just do this exercise quickly? I'll tell you what happens after that. I'll tell you what happens after that. We'll do this 1-minute exercise. Yeah. I'll just, I'll just, I will not speak for 1 minute. Please write in your notepad. You don't have to type in a chat. If you want to, you can. If you want to open up, but something could be much personal. So just write on a piece of paper. This is called emptying technique. You are emptying your mind completely. Write this down. Just give 1 minute. Okay. I'll just pause myself and we'll be back in 1 minute. All right. So, how many thoughts, how many points could you list down? How many points, how many thoughts you could list down? And you know what? These thoughts, basically, if you remember, when you have children, okay, and they want your attention, they will do something naughty. They will, they will make some noise. They will uh, do some naughty things just to grab your attention. These thoughts are like that. The moment you put them down on the paper, you got their attention, and they will calm down. Understand this? Distractions never come from outside. Distraction come from inside. Write this down. Very, very important insight. We thought that that notification is distracting me. No, it was your thought, subconscious thought, which was continuously playing. It is absolute, it is jumping around. Please, please address me. Please, please acknowledge me. And you have acknowledged them by doing this technique called emptying techniques. So whenever you are sitting for a very important thing, just put a pen and paper, write down all the random thoughts which are coming. After a while, this is done for 1 minute, right? If you do it for 2-3 minutes, your mind will be a little tired of generating these new thoughts. Because the moment the thought comes, you are acknowledging. Thought comes, acknowledging. Thought comes, acknowledging. After that, all the thoughts will be acknowledged and your mind will become a little thoughtless position. That's the perfect time to start working. How many of you got the bulb on moment right now? And you will never see, never feel that distraction. Now your mind, subconscious mind will be calm and you can focus. Do this exercise, emptying technique, which will give you that, whenever you want to put your focus, attention for an important task, do this emptying technique to remove the distraction. And of course, you remove the external distraction, but these are the internal distractions you have to remove. Everybody with me, just give me yes in the chat box. Even after that 1 minute exercise also, you will see a little calmness. Some of you will get a very peaceful sleep tonight. Okay, send me a message on our mentor's number that fantastic, Dinesh, we really got a peaceful sleep. Just this small emptying technique. If you do this before going for the bed, that will amaze you. Okay, if you have a sleep problem, please do this. Anyway, let's move forward. This is my rule, meaning, a rule which I really love, which is called 90-91 rule. What does that mean? If you want to do something very important, let's say starting your own business, completing master black belt, or switching the job, switching your career, switching the city, whatever you want, something big, okay, just focus like this for 90 days, for next 90 days. Okay, let's say you want to acquire some skill set. Let's take a target of completing. You have taken admission after yellow belt and you want to complete your master black belt. Okay, let's target next 90 days for first 90 minutes of the day. Now, this first 90 minutes, meaning it can be, as you wake up, or it can, if it is related to your office, then the moment you reach to office, the first 90 days, first 90 minutes, just focus on that most important one task. Only one task, that's it. And that is called 90-91 rule. Because in the morning, we have the highest amount of energy, highest amount of our, what you can say, battery, recharge battery, because in the sleep, all the emotional, physical, all the mental, all the batteries get charged. So with the highest level of battery, highest level of energy, we start our work. For first 90 days, first 90 minutes, just focus on one task. Just try this rule. 90-91 rule. Amazing results. People have got amazing results. Okay, so when I used to do this recording of the course, etc., I generally wake up very early morning, because then there is calmness in the environment. no distraction and no external voice noise as well. And I record for 90 minutes or 2 hours continuously straight without waiting, without stopping. Okay, so I've completed a lot of courses like that, and so this is the amazing rule. If you want to complete any project, complete any assignment, or do something important, follow this rule of 90-91. Are you clear with this? Just give me yes. If any question, please let me know. 90-91 clear hai? Super, super. Thank you very much. The next one is a technique. Now, within 90 minutes also, you can use this amazing technique called Pomodoro. Okay. Now, what I used to do within 90 minutes, I used to make 3 chunks of 30 minutes. 30, 30, and 30. Okay. And those 30 minutes are split into 2 parts. One is 25-minute and 5-minute break. That means it is basically like 25 plus 5, 25 plus 5, and 25 plus 5. If those 90 minutes can be also broken down into these 3 parts. And in those 25 minutes, you completely focus and do your work. Then you relax for 5 minutes. Now, when you take a break of 5 minutes, don't go to your mobile and start, Instagram and Facebook. No, you can maybe just, just stand up, stretch yourself, just walk around, listen to light music, grab a cup of coffee, etc. These things are okay, but don't go to social media. That is something which is very, very important. Then again, you start your 25-minute sprint. Again, you take 5 minutes break, again 25 minutes sprint, and again 5 minutes break. Now, the same thing you can continue during your office hours, your working hours as well. Okay, just doing this. So you will see the highest quality of work will happen in this 25 minutes, in this 3 25-minute chunk. Initially, why it is kept to 25 minutes? It's a proven science that our mind cannot focus for a very long time. So 25 minutes is good enough task for the mind. If you give the task to your mind that, okay, we have to sit for 8 hours, then your mind will start distracting from there itself. But if you tell to your mind that only 25 minutes you have to focus, that's it. Then that mind can say, just think your mind like a child. Okay, and the similar kind of traits can be seen. So this Pomodoro technique is a very proven technique to improve your focus and to prevent the burnout. Okay, and 5-minute break is also very, very important. Don't delay the break or don't skip the break. A lot of people, so what? I will skip the break. Don't skip the break. Okay, these are proven strategies. So just follow the strategies and you will get the result. Then there is one method which I really, really love, which I follow to the T, which is called as ABCD. And I will tell you all the sources. I will tell you all the sources from where all this knowledge I have taken and I have been implementing. Okay. Now, this method is called as ABCD method, which has been taken from a book called Eat That Frog. I will give you the name of other books as well. Eat That Frog by Brian Tracy. According to Brian Tracy, what is the difference between the high performers and the low performers, or the procrastinators and the distractors, whatever? They do not do this prioritization. We have seen the Pareto, right? Pareto 80-20 principle we have seen in Six Sigma. Same techniques applied over here. According to Brian Tracy, we only have 20% of the critical important tasks, and he calls them as A task. In ABCD analysis, these are the tasks. Now, A tasks are the most important and the urgent task, most critical task. And if you don't this task, it has a very high consequences. Consequences meaning गलत परिणाम हो सकते हैं आपके करियर पे. Okay. Very high consequences. If you are not able to complete this task on time, it would have high consequences like job loss or losses in the business, or your client may not be happy with you, whatever. This is called A class activity, which has to be done no matter what. Then there's a B class activity. Now, B class activity is important, but not urgent. It can be done later as well. That's called B class. Important hai, but urgent nahi hai. Okay. For example, A class would be a report to the client has to be sent immediately in the morning. That is a A class activity, important and urgent. And report to your manager to be sent by end of the day. Important activity, but not urgent. It can be done in the second half of the day as well. That is called a B class activity. Okay. So it will have a medium consequences. Medium consequences. Okay. If you have not done this task, then comes the C task, C class activities. C class activities are, they are not important and not urgent. For example, let's say having lunch with your colleagues or your team members. Okay, it is not really very important. You can easily, what I can say, delay it. You can do it sometime later. D class activities are the tasks which can be delegated. Someone else apart from you also can do this task, and you can easily delegate that task. Those are called delegatable tasks, D class. And something called E, meaning eliminate. You're taking your personal calls during the office hours, take your personal emails or other emails which are not important, giving reply to all of them. They're called eliminatable tasks. Now, what is the difference between high performers and mediocre performers? High performers only work on this 20% A task. That's it. See the difference, huh? They also have, 7-8 hours of time for working. Other people also have. But remaining people do all these tasks. B, C, D, and E. This one. And the high performers only focus on A class activity. That's it. Sometimes after A class is done, they focus on B class. Are you understanding? Focus on A class. And when do you do that? First 90 minutes. And that's why Brian Tracy, the author, called these A class activities the ugliest task. It is like eating that frog. That frog is nothing but an ugly activity which you don't want to do. Why do you procrastinate? Because you don't want to do the task. You hate that task. You hate to speak to that client. You hate to complete that report. You hate to write that blog. You hate to record that video. But that is what, if you do it, you will get a maximum return. And that is task is called frog. And Brian Tracy says, please come in the office or in the morning and complete that task as soon as possible. And if you only do this, that is the, I'll give you the list. I'll give you the list of the books. I'll recommend all the books. Are you clear with this ABCD analysis? Just give me yes in the chat box. This is very, very important. We could have done this exercise, but I would give this exercise to you. Please complete this ABCD analysis before go to bed. Okay. Meaning you make a list of the tasks you want to complete tomorrow. And just in front of the task, write A class or B class or C class. Are you understanding? And you know how you should do this? Before you complete all the A class activities, then only you should take B class activities. Before A completion, you should never touch the B class. That is the reason, now understand this, why people stay back in the office, because they cannot complete their A task activities, A class activities on time. Understand this. Why do you wait outside of your routine 8 hours work time? Why do you wait late in the office, which distract your work-life balance? Because of not completing your A task on time, because you were focusing on least important tasks during your office work, and the most important tasks are still remaining, and that's why you wait after the office hours. How many of you can correlate now? Just type yes in the chat box. And you have to decide what is your A class, what is your B class. No one else can decide. Okay, your A class could be someone else's B class. Understand this? Okay, for you it is A class activity. For your boss, it is a B or C class activity. Understand this? So your A class is your A class. Okay, so now onwards, you will never stay back because you will complete your A task activity and just focus on A task. And after few weeks or a month, your boss will tell you there has been something shifted in your performance. Okay, earlier I used to get your reports in late in the evening. Now I'm getting in the morning. I'm very much impressed. You'll get these compliments in your office. Okay, super. Now there is another rule to build the lethargy, the laziness. It's called 2 minutes rule. Okay, now tell me, how many of you don't do not do the exercises? Just type me in the chat box. Do not do exercises. Huh? Just type me in the chat box. कुछ भी exercise नहीं करते. Zero. Don't worry, I'll not disclose your name. You can be absolutely. See, it has to be very, very honest. Because you are accountable for yourself. That's it. No one else. And to be very honest with you, barring your close family, nobody is bothered about your health and wealth and what happens in your life. So it's only we have to take care of it. Now I'll give you an amazing key, which is called 2 minutes rule by David Allen. He says, if you are not able to do exercise, can you do 2-minute exercise? What? Yes, 2-minute exercise. Can you do 2-minute push-ups? 2 minutes walking, 2 minutes high jumping, 2-minute breathing exercise, 2-minute yoga, pranayama, some kinds of exercises. 2 minutes, just 2 minutes. Will be very, very easy, isn't it? Now make the task so easy that your brain cannot even resist. Example, we don't read books. There are so many books available, but we don't read. Can we read for 2 minutes? Or if not 2 minutes, can we read for 1 minute? Sir, 1 minute only, hardly a couple of paragraphs. It's okay, just a couple of paragraphs. And do it for every day. Just 1 minute reading, that's it. Make this rule of 1 minute or 2 minutes. Make it so easy. What happens, there is a trigger which goes in your mind that I have done exercise today. I have walked for 2 minutes. I have read a book. Forget about 2 minutes or 2 hours. That does not matter. But you have read. You have started. The biggest energy is required from 0 to 1. And that you have done. Just do it for 1 minute, 2 minutes. Start this rule and you will see the momentum getting built slowly. Then you can increase it to 5 minutes, 4 minutes, 10 minutes. Don't exceed 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Don't do exceed, I don't want you go to gym every day. Of course, if you go, that's the best. But if you're not doing anything, at least do it for 1 minute, 2 minutes. That's amazing starting point. Okay, superb. Yeah, this is also very, very important. Time blocking, which is just make a Excel sheet. Right the moment you wake up. Let's say your day starts at 6 a.m. From 6 a.m. to night 10 p.m. every hour, 6 to 7, 7 to 8, 8 to 9, 9 to 10, 10 to 11, 11 to 12. What have you done during that time? Just write this Excel sheet for just a week's time or maybe 10 days. If you can do it for 1 month, amazing. But a lot of people give away. Just do it for 7 days, I would say. It will give you so much of clarity and you will understand where your time and focus and energy is going. During our yellow belt session also, we do one exercise of expenses. We are not able to control our expenses because we don't know our expenses. So tracking your expenses is very, very important. The same logic applies to your time as well. Because we are not tracking our time, we are not able to control it. You're not able to manage it properly. So you make a simple Excel. Don't use any fancy apps, etc. Just track those timelines, 6 to 7, 7 to 8, and what have you done in that 1 hour? Let's say first hour you have, you woke up, you took your bath and brush and shaving and whatever you have done, and you ready. Then 7 to 8 you travel to your office. 8 a.m. you started your work, and you just 1 hour. You can just do it. Just do this exercise. And it will give you super clarity. It will show you a mirror where your time and focus and energy is going. And if you can list down your A class activity, B class activity on that timeline, that will blow your mind away. That then you realize that why your performance is not up to the mark, or great performance, and you can go to the next level. Okay, so do this time blocking. And these are the books I was recommending. The book I was referring was Eat That Frog. The author is Brian Tracy. There's a book called Deep Work by Cal Newport. Amazing book. These all books I've read, and whatever points I have mentioned here are all from this. There is Hyper Focus from Chris Belly and Indistractable by Mirial. The distraction come from within is concept from Mirial. Yes, so see, the objective of SNG is not just to give training of Lean Six Sigma. No. Objective is to make you leaders in your career, in your life. And these are the topics. Lean Six Sigma is a topic, is a subject. Starting your business is a subject. Improving your time management skill, your productivity skills are the subject. But by doing this, we are becoming better human beings and better leaders in life. And that is the ultimate objective. See, success is going to be a byproduct of this. If you become better than before, okay, that's what 1% rule, everybody would know this, right? 1%. If we improve ourselves 1% every day, there is, 365% or almost 36.5 times improvement we can have in a year. And that's how we should basically aim at. Okay, I think that's my final slide. So I will share this entire document in the masterclass archive. You can download this. All right. And please go through it once again, whatever exercises we have suggested, right? Emptying your thoughts, emptying your mind before doing any important task, very important activity. Then blocking your time, make a list. Then ABCD analysis, A class, B class, C class activities. All right. And then let me just take then 90-91. You can just start following that 90-91 rule, right? And go to the root cause of the procrastination. Clarify your why. That is very, very important. Give an emotional touch. I gave you a couple of examples, my own examples, having the emotional touch with that. So if you can also do that, you will have that, energy in motion, which will set you in motion, and procrastination can be killed. Okay. Yes. So masterclass archive is a common archive. There is no green belt and black belt. Only hackathons recordings are separate. Okay. Hackathons recording are separate. Bulb-on moment. Yeah, bulb-on moment. Thank you very much, Ravindraji. All right. So that's it. Tomorrow we have our yellow belt session. So if you want to refer somebody for the yellow belt, if they upgrade to the green and black, you will get the referral bonus. So the link will be shared in the community tab so that you can just copy and send that link to your friends, family members, colleagues. Okay. And we will connect again on Monday with a new topic. Of course, it will be Lean Six Sigma topic. And yeah, a lot of bulb-on moments. Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. See, and we will keep on. Okay. I will take a stress management class as well very shortly. Last time we had taken some techniques like emotional freedom techniques, tapping on our meridian points and eliminating that. Okay. Next green belt hackathon will happen in month of November first week. Okay. All right, great, superb. And even I also get that energy. Okay, the refreshment after talking to you guys. Thank you very much. Yogeji, you want to share something? I saw your hand raised, or it was raised earlier and like that. If you want, you can unmute and speak. Was superb, amazing, amazing. Thank you very much. I don't know whether he is there. Okay, super. So thank you very much, guys. Keep learning, keep growing. This is Dinesh Patil signing off. We'll connect again on Monday. Till the time. Interview Q&A. Yeah, interview Q&A का हम लोगों ने just a couple of months back we had taken a class. You can just check the master class archive. Okay, interview Q&A का लिया था. If you want to repeat the task, yes, we can do that. Okay.